Are we seeing more anglers living off sponsorships and not adjusting? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new, my name is Steve Chapman. Are there more anglers living off sponsorship and not adjusting and making changes to try to elevate themselves? Most anglers have ups and downs during their careers. Some anglers hang on to former glory, hoping that they have a great next year and don't adjust to new techniques or adapt. But why? Anglers' sponsors are their lifeline as a professional angler. And sponsors have shifted on what they want. They want a social media angler. They want social media reach. They want YouTube channels. They want Instagram. They want live streaming. They want everything and get real-time fan engagement. But if an angler relies on sponsors without adapting, those sponsors will continue to shrink and disappear. Now, why does this happen? Financial vulnerability. Sponsor money is often unstable. Contracts can shift or disappear with little warning. If an angler doesn't adapt, they can find themselves in financial trouble very fast. Next, it's loss of relevance. Brands want anglers who bring attention and sales. If an angler relies only on old school sponsorship without adjusting to social media, live streaming, or fan engagement, those sponsors might move on. Next, there's a pressure to perform on that stage. When an angler's only income is tied to sponsor expectations, every tournament becomes a high-stakes gamble. Missing caches means less exposure. And anglers that live or rely on sponsorship only is risky. Anglers thriving today usually diversify with tournament earnings and sponsorship, and content creation with products and their personal brand. But what happens when anglers live only on sponsorships and never adjust? What are some of the risks? Financial instability, contracts end, companies pull out, and there's no backup income. A loss of relevance, like I said earlier. Because young anglers pass them, or the old anglers, with wins, and they have a stronger online presence. And it's a pressure cooker. You can't set it and forget it. Performance-only income isn't sustainable long-term. But today's anglers and upcoming anglers need to realize that while sponsorships help you pay your entry fees and a lot of other things, they need to also make sure they have a presence online. It's also very important to adapt to new technologies and new ways of fishing. If you're not adapting and not learning, you're not going to be relevant in today's professional fishing society. And while there's a lot of anglers that have ego, there's also a lot of anglers that are quiet and driven. And for years, we've talked about how great these young anglers are coming, that are up and coming, or that are new in second year, rookies and so forth, that are really dominating the sport. And the reason why is they're outworking a lot of the older veteran anglers. And that's tough to hear for the older angler, the older veteran anglers. These younger anglers have the ability to go out and pre-fish for weeks and even months out of the year to learn the fishery. Whereas a lot of traditional anglers or veteran anglers are sticking to the things that they've known over the years. Those are the anglers that aren't adapting. You need to continue to push. You need to continue to want to get better. It isn't good to sit on the laurels of what you've done in the past, because these rookies and second and third year anglers are some of the most dedicated and hardworking anglers we've ever seen. And they come out to win and kick your teeth in. They are ripping lips and catching fish. And living off your sponsors and not adapting will only make you not relevant. It will only hurt you in the long run. You need to continue to learn YouTube and Instagram and all those things, and pressure and put the pressure on yourself to get into that content creation mode, because it might not help you with your tournaments, but it will help you to gain exposure and to build the brand behind you. But Are anglers living off sponsorship and not adjusting these days? Are veteran anglers doing it? You tell me. The numbers kind of prove that some of these young guys, and I mean that respectfully, are really fantastic. But they're able to go out and spend weeks and months of their life to learn a fishery, where people who are veterans and are established, have a family, have children, want to spend time with that family and children. And there's nothing wrong with that. I respect that. But at the same time, they cannot complain if they get relegated back down, because these up-and-coming kids are really good anglers. But what do you think? Comment below and tell me what you think. Thanks to all the new subscribers and members and everyone who's interactive on the channel. I really do appreciate it. It's humbling and it's a great experience. But if you're not a subscriber, you should be. It's quick, easy, and it's free. All you gotta do is hit that like and the subscribe button. And if you really want to support the channel, you can become a member where you get to see the videos much earlier than anybody else. But at least do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Click that bell too so you know when the next video drops. And thank you. Remember, take a kid fishing, tight lines, cheers, and get your fish on.